Hi everybody, I'm Jax, the crafty grower, and today I'm going to show you how I store my seeds. Hello! Unfortunately, we're not in the garden today. I'm in my art studio on a cold winter day in northern Minnesota. I'm a Zone 3B gardener. Since it's the coldest time of the year for us, I thought it would be a great time to show you how I store my seeds. That is how I store my seeds. And this is how I store my seeds. I have two large photo collection bins. I have these bins because I'm a crafter, artist, maker type of person and no longer needed these items. So I thought, what a perfect way to store my seeds. Since there's not really a need to go through every single box, let me just walk you through the basics. This container can be found on Amazon. There is a link in the description below if you're interested. The front of the box has a really great handle. It also has a really nice latch, which keeps it closed. Inside this main box, there's 16 containers. On each container, there's a latch that keeps your seeds nice and dry. The containers are plastic. You can write on them if you have a permanent marker. However, I've chosen to label my containers using my Brother label maker. Turn it on, turn it off, type in what you want, hit print, and then it'll spit out a label right here and you just click and cut it off. I group them into like plants. All my tomato seeds are in the tomato container. I could have cherry tomatoes, organic tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, all different types of tomatoes inside. However, there's multiple flowers, so I labeled it with miscellaneous flowers. I have the larkspurs, poppies, lavender, delphiniums, African daisies. I'm always hitting that clearance aisle. A lot of people say, oh, seeds don't last that long. Why would you get extra seeds? However, although the germination rate is much lower than you would expect on a first year seed, I still tend to get plants from them. So I'm not afraid to buy clearance seeds at all. Here's a miscellaneous flower and it's got many different types of seeds inside. This is how many seeds it's holding in this one container. I'm going to count them for you and let you know how many it holds. Now this varies depending on how thick your seeds are, but 22 packets in one of these containers. Now it does come up a slight bit on the sides here because it's a little under pressure, but it still closes. Another way that I store my seeds are with my own seed packets. When I save my seeds, I'll put them in seed packets like this. Sometimes I'll also group certain ones together. Did you know that nasturtiums, you can eat every part of the plant? It has so much vitamin C. The best way that you can have nasturtium is in a salad. The leaves, the vine, anything. The flowers, however, are the prettiest, most beautiful thing that you could ever put in a salad. And they taste great. They're a mix between horseradish and radish, and they have a slight peppery taste. But once you have one, it's hard to stop. You just want to eat all the blooms, and then you can't eat all the blooms because you want your plant to look good. These things are vines, and I think that they're great in hanging pots, and they're great in containers, and they're also great in the ground. They do climb if you give them a little nudge, in my experience. Not only can you eat the plant, and it gives you just amazing vitamin C properties, this plant can also be used in a tincture, which I did this year. I loved it. It was fun. The best part of the plant at the end of the season, and you just hate to throw it out, but you're like, what can I do with this? You definitely want to put that in some gluten-free vodka, let it sit for a while, and before you know it, you've got a tincture that you can use when you're sick. Okay, I know that this isn't a video about tinctures and edible flowers, but as soon as I see nasturtium seeds, I can't contain myself. Oh, did you know that you can also eat the nasturtium seed? This plant is amazing. I keep extra seed envelopes inside this narrow area between the containers. I also store some seed tags. So that's it. That's how I store my seeds. Leave a comment below and let me know how you store your seeds. Until next time, love your guts. Bye. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to see what else I create on this channel,
like acrylic paintings, greeting cards, stamping, die cutting, and recycled art, furniture, all kinds of things,
consider subscribing because I'd love to have you as a viewer.